Happy New Year, everyone, from Satire. 576 something 921. I don't even know what year it is, personally. It's almost the New Year for the Gregorian Pope, so we'll go with October 1st. I'm in Denver, Colorado, and I'd just like to talk to you about something tonight. Machzors. The machzor you choose is very important. This year I left my machzor at home. Big problem, because Artscroll has a monopoly. And when you don't have Artscroll, you're kind of screwed, because everything goes according to Artscroll. In the normal day, everything goes according to Artscroll. You don't have Artscroll, you're like, oh my god, you're looking... You know what happens if you don't have Artscroll, right? You have Birnbaum. Now, I'm not knocking Philip Birnbaum or anything, but Birnbaum is like, you know, I mean, the Old English is one thing, but you know where the heck you are. You're looking in there, you're like, what is this stuff? And it's like some strange, you know, lettering in the, like, little boxes, and it's like, don't read this with your mouth, say it, because these Kabbalistic terms will kill you. But if you don't say them, you're going to make a lot of money. And you're like, okay. And they also kind of like mess up with the Nasana Tokef. The Nasana Tokef story is awesome. Not awesome in a good way, but awesome in like a really powerful, you're sitting there, you're like, am I going to die of stoning, or am I going to be strangled, or hot lead poured down my throat, or are they going to pull my toenails out with like bats or something? You're like, oh my god. This is really scary. You read the story on the bottom of the Artscroll, it's all good. Birnbaum, man, the story's like 3 lines, and you're like, oh man, this story sucks. They don't talk about cutting his tongue out. It's not like, you know, so like horrifying, so to speak. But, one thing good came out of Birnbaum machzors. And it was like almost like the feeling of elation. You can't get this feeling anywhere else. This was like, I was, seriously, this is better than Honey Challah. This is better than Dip the Apple in the Honey song. This was better than the 13th time singing the only Zemira that people sing on Rosh Hashanah. What is it? Ata B'chartanu, something like that. They do Ata B'chartanu in like 3 different tunes. Lubavitchers have their tunes, Litvox, and they have Chassidim, and everyone like mixes it all together, and that's the only thing they know. And then there was this like Kia Fryim song in the back of the NCSY venture. No, better than that. Marv. I'm in the shul, Zera Abraham. I know, right? Zera. Kind of weird, but really friendly show. Awesome. Talk about that later. Denver was great. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking in the machzor, and they're saying one of those responsive prayers where they like do a lot of ayayays, and everyone does the ayayays, but they don't actually say it with the ayayays. You know, the chazan does it, and there's ayayays, and everyone's ayayay, and then they all say it together. So I'm like, where the heck am I, man? This is like some weird prayer. And then I'm like skipping. You know, most of my like Rosh Hashanah, I have like severe ADD, obviously you can tell. Is like spent like counting the pages. I'm like, we're on 331, and we're going to be at Duchening, which is practically over at 361. Wow, oh my god, we're almost done. We're almost like up to the raisin challah part, right? So I'm sitting there at Marv, and I'm like looking, and I'm counting ahead, and I'm like, wait a second. The last word was like Badin or something like that, and you're looking, you're like, oh my god, the greatest thing in the world. We just skipped 15 pages of like Birnbaum extra stuff. I'm like, whoa, man, Birnbaum must have been like a Yeki or something. They had all those like random Friday night piyutim. I know what you people do. Think you got a talis on, you're all cool, you say some extra stuff that we can't pronounce? No, we just skipped 15 pages, buddy. And I'm like, damn, we are so... you don't understand the joy you get when you realize that the machzor really could be like dwindled down like 300 pages instead of the big thick thing. You're like, oh my god, this is great. There's a lot to be said about the Artscroll monopoly, by the way. I don't know what they're trying to do. They have these black sitters, these white sitters. I'll just go with this, man. I mean, whatever happened to the Shiloh sitter, you know? I know you people got them. I got them. In like 5th grade, I got one. In like 2nd grade, I got one. They had the pink covers. You know, those were for the girls. But you had the blue cover Shiloh that like start to fray, and you pull off the strings. Like you're sitting there during davening, you're bored, and you're pulling off the strings, and eventually like the cover comes off, and then you put like some masking tape, scotch tape, because this was before duct tape. The worst is that Artscroll with the duct tape. You know, it starts falling apart, and then there's duct tape on it, and everyone gets sticky. You know when they do the duct tape, by the way? When you go to a Svard shul, and there's that one Ashkenaz sitter, it's always the Artscroll with the freaking black duct tape that's peeling off, and you're getting all sticky in shul. I know you people think we're gonna, you know, switch over to Svard just for your, you know, monopolistic stance. Yeah, I know. Coming 300 years later, yeah, we're gonna not in Svard. Whatever, man. You know, but Birnbaum was good. I mean, the Old English sucks. You're like, ye old Moses thy said to thee, hearken so, and you're like, what here. They say, why can't they come out with a machzor that says north? Even Artscroll is hasten and thee and that. It's, give us some like normal, give us some slang. You know, imagine you're reading the machzor and it's like, there's no shaykhis between God and Abraham, and it's like English, you know, like yeshiva guy English. It'll be great, man. Birnbaum, man, rockin'.